topic on the interesting, fantabulous topic topic of Israel versus Palestine or Hamas. This topic is going on fire on today nowadays. So we have a debate on that. So this group A supports Palestine, in which three people favor Palestine, where the group B is favoring Israel, in which Israel favoring people are there. So before starting, I just want to tell that just a note that before saying anything, please tell me. I am Sarthak and I think that Palestine is not a part of Israel. Palestine is not was not even a part of Israel. But when the Jews fled, the area was under control of Ottoman Empire and there the Islam spread. So I think this should be divided properly. That's my point.
We cannot understand your actual point. What you want to tell us? What you want to tell us? What's the point?
I want to tell us that we don't even want war because of your Zionism, because of your past, dark history. You today also consider this as the Jewish Holocaust. It's not Jewish Holocaust. It's just a small war, but you are comparing it to the Jewish Holocaust, and that's why you are always saying that we have to protect our nation, but it's wrong. Means we can peacefully manage, but means Israel is always trying to be strict, and that's why Palestine when the Israel tried to support Palestine, the PLO means the PLO broke into two pieces, the West Bank one and the Gaza Strip one. The Gaza Strip one is
PLO,
Hamas.
not Israel. Israel was done that, divided, not PLO.
So Hamas is right, but the way of doing there is wrong. I consider it. So I think that Israel should even compromise.
But Israel not means they are not first to declare war against Palestine. Even as of now, they are not
Israel didn't start the war,
No.
but why Hamas and some of the Palestinian people from Gaza Strip started this war, which we are seeing that Hamas has started or Palestinian people are supporting Hamas. No Palestinian people from West Banks are supporting Hamas. They are simply condemning the Hamas. And why some of the Palestinian from Gaza Strip are supporting Hamas is because Israel army personals have entered in their holy place where Palestinian normal civilians were praying, and the army personnel entered in their holy place and started killing them, started hurting them. That is what forced Hamas to start this war.
And this incident is known as means that it happened in Al-Aqsa Mosque, which was the most important mosque for the most important place for Islamic people, Arab people after Makkah Medina. So the Israeli police forces done wrong. That's why the Hamas started the Alexa flood or the 5,000 rockets mission means the what is going on war. This was started by Hamas. But there is also a reason why uselessly Hamas was attacked. There are also reasons. They are also frustrated with the Zionism because Israel is not ready to compromise.
Why should Israel compromise?
Israel should compromise because there is a Muslims too, the Islamic Arabs too, and there your one argument is that it was homeland. So when they fled, the Arab people controlled that land. So instead, they should equally get the land, but Palestine got less land. And the Israeli zone had many Arab people which were killed, and on the Palestinian side, many Jews were killed.
This thing happened after the 6 days war which was happened in 1967.
Yeah.
Okay, and just to make their buffer zone and just to make their boundaries, okay, these are the six countries which are around me. What will you do? You will make the boundaries, and they did the same thing. Israel did the same thing. To they make their buffer zone. It means that they capture the area of Egypt, that was Sinai Desert, Gaza. Yeah, I think Gaza Strip. No, what is the West Bank from Jordan, and the one from Syria. What was Golan Heights from Syria? Why they captured? Just to make their buffer zone, just to make their boundaries.
And if the question on land, Palestine accepted today's Israel in 1992 in the
Oslo Accord.
Oslo Accord. If they accepted, then why we go again and again on land dispute? Why?
Now
If
let
they,
me
Because
let
if
me
Palestine
the
accepted
wars,
that, na?
see, the war started because of the land dispute, and you are trying to assign the land dispute. What kind of madness
If
is this?
Palestine
No, no, no,
accepted,
wait.
and if you want
Palestine
again,
did not sorry,
In
accept
Palestine,
Accepted.
PLO
Not
accepted
one
that
by
in
one,
19
PLO
one by one,
accepted.
in
one by one.
1992,
One by one, one by one.
PLO accepted that
Yes,
PLO.
but one by one. Let him speak, then you can speak.
Okay,
So-
in
I will
1992,
both of you are
according to
speaking.
uh, Oslo Accord agreement, okay, three things were concerned. The first agreement was done on, okay, Israel recognize that you are something, means PLO is something. This is accepted by Israel, okay. And what about the second one? The second one was Palestine PLO said that you are something. We consider that you are a particular country. You are a particular independent country. They said this statement. The second statement was this, and the third statement was that okay, Palestinians will be given the self rule. The self rule will be given to Palestinian people. This is said, and this was the third agreement which was made in Oslo Accord. Okay,
and
and
this is their
after that,
official.
don't you think that there is anything left other than this? Because if we consider the land dispute, then they could have discussed the land dispute over there. Why didn't they discuss over there in
Let,
1992?
no, let me put some points. You are again and again telling that Israel was attacked every time and they just simply defended themselves and took whatever they could, right? You are saying that after being attacked and after winning those wars, they simply took the lands which they were able to capture and made their buffer zones, right? Now, how do you define this? Uh, let those wars stay in some one side. How do you define this? That Israel people, the people of Israel, Jewish people, are slowly and silently, unofficially capturing the lands. Some land, slowly, they are capturing land in West Banks and they are taking into their control. And many countries have declared that this is illegal and this is unofficial. You are speaking about wars, but Israel people, Israel government is simply silently not declaring war, but they are simply capturing the lands in those areas of Palestine. What do you think Palestinian government will do? What do you think that when you silently enter someone's house, don't you think they would get frustrated and will ask you to give back what is theirs?
When we got to know that okay, someone is entering our area,
Yeah.
then it is our prime duty that okay, you are doing something wrong. You, that particular person or that particular Philistine people could have stopped them at that particular time, but they didn't stop them.
It means you
And
are
they
agreeing. It
they are
means you
raising
are
their
agreeing.
voice now that okay, you should return our land.
It means
is not
you are
possible.
simply agreeing that this unofficial actions are being taken by Israel
This
people.
was done by many kings. This is the thing which was done by many kings.
So what is democracy's meaning? That many of the people are
First of
agree
all,
with
democracy, what you can say, government not sense like you can say they are capturing governments, that is not order of government official, right?
It is under the
Settlements. That is under the government.
it
You
is
want to
not
tell
under
that.
settlement. The Israel government is silently
How
taking.
you have any proof or
Yes,
not?
yes,
We
I have
have
any
proof.
proof. Simple
No, no,
people,
no, no.
general
People
public
is another
also
issue.
knows
People
this.
is another issue. They ordered like that. Silently, they ordered the people to go out
Your
and
study is
that.
incomplete, brothers.
I know
Even
that.
Literally.
civilians know
I know
this.
that.
Even
Literally.
civilians know this. Many countries have condemned it that Israel government is taking those lands unofficially. It is in. It is under
Until
Israel
if you have
government.
not proof clearly, if that is they are ordered the peoples to silently go in there or silently they taken
We
decisions.
have
If
proof.
you have not
Wait, wait,
We
wait.
have
then we
proof.
can
Let me let me
We
tell you.
have proof.
Let me tell you. Let me
Everyone
tell you
has
one thing.
proof of
Guys,
this.
let this debate not a war. Literally, before starting this, he already told me that it is not a debate, it is a war. I understood. I got a proof that it is a war.
You have to say that Israel will capture the area.
Israel will not. Israel is capturing. Israel has captured some
They
land
are
in
captured.
Western Bank.
Yeah.
Unofficially,
46% of the
which
land.
is under Israeli government,
They
and
are,
it is unofficial. It is illegal.
they are captured also. Egypt's area also they are captured.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they will return this area.
If they return
Palestinian
Palestinian
people have nothing to do with Egyptian areas.
Some area
They
they
don't
will
care.
return it for the one treaty. I don't remember that treaty.
Palestinians are not talking about Egypt's area.
They
They
don't
don't
care
want
about
that
that.
area.
At that time, that in 1967 year war, they will capture this Israel. They will capture most of the area, even though the Egypt area also they will capture now. So at that time, yeah, one treaty I don't remember.
Camp David Treaty, okay, in 1978 and 79. According to that treaty, Egypt, what Egypt did, Egypt closes what the they said that the war will not be happen again between Israel and Egypt, and they simply said that Israel is going to give their Sinai desert return, give their
They will return it.
Sinai desert back to Egypt.
Okay.
This is the thing that they can do with the Palestine people. Okay, now also it is possible, but because of Hamas, okay, and because to maintain their what we can say boundary, they are not doing this thing right now. Okay, and they will do. And one more thing I would like to tell you that. Uh, the people of Palestine, they are not developing themselves. This is the first reason I would like to tell you. If they develop, then
The
there is
Gaza
no need.
Strip.
Yeah, and then there will be. I don't think that there will be anything which will left that they will in future they will definitely going to get what they want. But in order to that, they should develop themselves in such a way that Israel will accept that okay, now you are capable, okay, now you can take your own land.
See, my argument is not that you're again and again talking about Oslo Treaty, many kinds of treaty. One more you told about the Egypt. I don't remember. So the first thing, the maximum people of the members of PL were not agreed to agree with Israel, but their leader, sorry, their leader, but they had to agree because it was their, sorry, it was their force. Means people forced them, not people. Israel forced them. Not they would have ended up because Israel is not a compromising country. They wouldn't compromise. They think everything is ours. Everything is ours. That would be. This is because of Zionism. They means I'm just repeating one thing. They are comparing it to the overall not Holocaust, which is a big thing compared to it. And one thing I also want to say that Palestine, the Hamas is not always uselessly attacking. They have also reasons. And then Israel had reasons that there were many means in that Al-Aqsa mosque. So why wouldn't you kill them when they were going after it? Because there was only one gate. There was no way of running. The whole mosque was covered by policemen and some army officials. So they would have killed them. But what did they do? What did they do? They killed many random people and thrown some bombs on. I don't understand why do you do this. Means why Israel do this? They are not ready to compromise. We understand. We are compromising. We are let one means we are giving our land, not directly. We are giving our land, but they are not even satisfied with this. They killed our innocent people. Almost, I remember that 81 people were killed on that day, with means directly and indirectly also. And what happened after that? Nothing. The Palestinian government did not say anything more about that. Just said it's wrong. Israel shouldn't do this. But because Palestinian government don't have power, they are under control of Israel. But Hamas is an independent terrorist organization. They took the revenge from it, and this cycle of revenge, the loop of revenge, is starting. But at first, this I saw who did the mistake first. Then I found that it was Israel. To comparing it to the Holocaust, and they were very strict about that. That's my point of view. And means I'm just repeating one thing. Why did the Israeli government directly kill many of the innocent people? I understand the many of the Israeli people were killed when the attacks were done. But the first attack, which was done after the formation of Hamas, was after the Oslo Treaty. And because of PLO member, the PLO broke into one controlled means not broke, but some people controlled over Gaza Strip, and then they established Hamas because they didn't want to compromise. So there are two groups. One who want to compromise. In it, maximum are Palestinians, and two who don't want to compromise. There are in this group there are Gaza Strip's Palestinians and Israeli people, and most of Israeli people.
But
That what?
Israel never attack on Palestine.
Yeah.
They will attack only the terrorist group, just like Hamas and
But the innocent people
Hezbollah.
are also dying.
If we go against war or small operations, it is not possible to save all the. Only it is not possible to means what we can say kill only uh, terrorists. It is not possible. It's
Tell me,
sometimes possible, sometimes
give me
not
a reason
possible.
why are you supporting Israel? Do you know about the Mossad? Mossad is the greatest secret. Yeah, you know about Mossad when you have read that. The Mossad had done many of the missions which seems to be impossible and time. That one was Iran, the leader of I don't remember the group, but a leader was killed. I don't remember that. I read that. So one leader was killed by Mossad. Means very easily. The planning was there, but they instead of using Mossad for these operations, they are using policemen who can kill anyone, anybody. So it's just a response because our Palestinian government is doesn't exist now. It is under
First of all, Israel has not done force means they want not to done like that thing. They are
See.
happened accidentally. You accept or not? This thing happened accidentally, and you take this thing seriously. That's
You
the
didn't.
difference
You
of.
don't.
So,
You
so
can't.
listen.
Let me complete. Let me speak. You cannot define your army personals, your policemen going into a mosque and hurting civilians who are simply
Hurting?
playing. Yes,
They are
they are not
they are
hurting.
not
They are
hurting.
not hurting. Let me tell you that
They
didn't
simply
hurt.
threw bombs.
They are terrorists.
They killed. Many people were killed on that day. Don't you know about this thing? And let me complete this. I will simply put 2 points forward. When this debate started, you were saying that don't use one point again and again. You guys are repeating one point again and again. Those treaties happen. Those treaties happen. Treaties happen. Most of the treaties happen between Israel and other governments, between Israel and other countries. You are again and again telling me
If
about.
you talk about
Let
That
me
is
we
the
talk about
formation
treaty.
of.
It's
let
That
me
was the
complete.
formation
Let
of
me complete.
Hamas.
Let me, brother, complete. Then you can speak. Let me complete my points. You are speaking about the treaty between Israel and Egypt. What does it have to do with Palestine? And whatever was discussed, whatever conclusions was made in those treaties, were those conclusions, were those agreements actually took into action? were it taken to the into action?
What you are
No.
talking, you don't right think about the treaty.
Mhm.
Because
That
you are
was the
talking
Because
problem.
slowly.
Treaty
You are
is something that is the
what
root
is he
cause
talking?
of his problem.
Your
What's the connection
You know,
with the
you I think you
Palestinian
know about all the
government? It
things of
doesn't
treaty,
matter.
but what he are talking, you know.
Two,
Right
three
now.
treaties are only with there, and you are repeating that. The Treaty of
Again,
Oslo, the
question
Treaty
I
of that,
asked
the
once,
Treaty
and
of
he
that.
can
What's
answer
the
me once.
connection
That
with
is
the
not.
normal people,
brother,
the
let
citizens of
complete
Palestine? It
your
doesn't
knowledge
matter.
first, then come to us. Your knowledge is incomplete. We are
Yeah.
simply saying that that treaty is between Egypt and Israel. What does it have to do with
Oslo's about treaty,
Palestine?
right? Oslo's about treaty.
Okay.
Is Israel and Egypt.
Okay.
See,
Then why is Israel?
it is Israel and Palestine.
See,
Okay.
PLO also.
see,
Okay.
I'm just telling you one direct thing.
Oslo Accord was between Israel and Palestine.
Okay, now proven that.
It seems like you have not lot of knowledge.
Okay,
That's why you are.
okay, I agree. I don't have knowledge about that.
I don't
Okay.
even have.
But
So it is not right to you talk here. Because
okay,
you
should
have
I
not-
leave? You are saying
No,
that
no,
I
no.
should
Like,
leave.
if you have sure about the point, then you can.
Why
I
are you
should
again
have
and
known.
again putting that point into focus?
Because that is
Don't
the,
you have anything
because
else?
that
you're
is
putting
the
wrong
reason.
points.
Because history is the only reason. Because they do you really think that they just occupied their whole area just now, yesterday or day before yesterday?
Simply tell me why are you supporting Israel in this talk?
Just
Simply say the things.
simply.
Think
In
yourself.
one
Why are
sentence.
you supporting Israel? First think, then answer. Why are you supporting Israel?
Tell me. Because Israel, right now, if we look at Israel, Israel is a developed country.
Okay.
Do you think India is
Let him.
Wait.
Okay,
Most of the
wait,
ammunition,
wait,
most of the
wait.
ammunition which we are getting, we are taking from Israel only.
Okay.
Okay, and how they have developed themselves. Okay, how they have developed themselves, from where they came, we get to know that we are able to see that they are someone which will help us in many of the cases. So that's why we are supporting Israel.
How can you say that confidently? So confidently.
Okay. Sarthak, will you answer it or I should?
Yeah. No, not. I was.
Let me. You are saying that you are supporting Israel because they came out of nothing and they have built so much. They have built so much and they have the whatever materialistic things they have built and they are supplying it to us. They are exporting those things to us. That's why you are supporting them.
No, you have taken another point. You got it point.
You simply
You
said
said
this.
that.
You
said
simply
that-
said it
We
that they
said
have
that
come
we
out.
are going to get benefit from the Israel.
Israel.
In national
That
level.
is what I am
National
saying.
level.
See,
Personal level,
See,
personal level.
guys.
That is what I
personal
am
level.
saying. Na?
Wait,
That is
wait,
what I am saying.
See, Israel
You
is
are what they
Israel.
are. This is not
See, listen.
acceptable. What you said and what I said.
Do you have
so much
something-
difference in that.
do you have
even
some
you that
point-
you have to shoring about that it is the same sentence. That is not acceptable.
Do you have some points to speak or you just have to oppose me? You are
Yeah,
simply
yeah,
just
yeah.
opposing me. You are not putting any points in.
technology and anything.
I'm not just talking about the technologies. Okay, there are so many other factors also. Okay, in which they have developed
In
in
that-
such a way. Okay, that in future, if we need something, then we can take from Israel, and it is developed country. That's why we should.
So
First
you
of all, they have
and,
it.
and
One
wait,
more
wait
I
a
have
minute.
it.
It doesn't mean that we are against Palestine. We are against Hamas only. Okay.
We are also against. We are not supporting Hamas.
We are against Hamas and we are not against Palestine. Okay, and as you said, if according to national view, if we talk about national view, then we are supporting Israel. Okay, and if we look at our personal view, then we are supporting Palestine people.
Now,
Okay.
Just one thing
And
I
one
will just.
point I said that in 1971 the only one country is there, Israel. They will support us, India. They will support India.
Okay.
No one has to support.
Okay.
This one.
Because see, this is the
For
two
the
wars are
Indian
there going
perspective,
between.
for
See,
this is
first,
one.
diplomatic war, and second, the ammunition war. Ammunition war means the normal one, and diplomatic war means the getting support from other countries. Like Israel is getting support from whole world, but Palestine from great nations like Russia, China, North Korea, don't talk about that.
Now
Many
tell me,
countries.
1 second. You guys are saying that Israel is capable of exporting things to India, which we need and will need in future again, you are supporting that. Then why our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has said that we stand with Palestine and we want Palestine to have their rights. What is theirs should be theirs. Why would our government, your government, you say that you are supporting Israel, but your government
That
is
is not
saying.
our point of view. That is not our point of view. That is Narendra Modi's point of view. And multiple people can have multiple points of views.
Yeah.
We are not opposed
See.
to Palestine. We are only opposed to Hamas group and other terrorist organizations. That's
So
Yeah.
and
If
also
the
you
point
are
comes
saying.
on land, then I can support Israel again.
Yeah.
Because they have accepted the Israel. They have accepted that treaty. Again, according to that treaty, it was clearly said. That is the main treaty. And if they wanted to discuss over that land, then they could have discussed this thing in that treaty or before that. Why are they discussing? Why are they making issue right now? Now they got to know that
Palestinians
whole of the area got captured by Israel.
Palestinian people are not
Before
discussing
that-
this topic
You
now.
will
This
also-
war has started when Israel police entered that holy place.
Al-Aqsa
They,
Masjid, Al-Aqsa
people
Masjid.
were killed.
Hmm.
That is when it started.
Yes.
Let Hamas go away. Let Palestinian people be there. But Israel policemen, Israel army personnel only entered forcefully in that place, mosque, where people were praying. So, do you think that if you have the power, if Israel have the power, they have built many things, they have built themselves stronger, and they came from nothing. Now they have the power, so they can kill or they can take whatever they want from even
See,
the
see,
weakest of
Okay, okay.
countries.
see,
Wait,
do you know about puppet rulers in history? You read history. You are better than me in history. I know what happened in 526 BC. I don't care. I don't even know. So see, you have read better history. So do you know about puppet rulers? Yeah, it's just simple that means like I will give you an example that it's a real example when EIC East India Company means established its rule on Bengal, then they gave the control to a Muslim king who was a puppet ruler of them, means was listening everything of the EIC, and this happened with Ukraine also. But the Ukrainian people revolted against it. So I just wanted to tell something that it is just happening with this Palestine real. See, just differentiate between Hamas and Palestine. So Palestine is under control of Israel. Don't think it directly, but think it a little bit minded. And especially 46% of land is means indirectly not unofficial. They have unofficial 46% of the land already. They have a puppet rule on the land. So why we are saying that the Palestine government exists? Just one thing exists, Hamas. I don't support Hamas actions, but their points are also right that Israel should even compromise. But their way of doing is wrong, and Israel's also way of doing is wrong. This same happens in India, not now, but in past between the Muslim Hindu. That happened a lot. So did the Indian government go into the mosque, killed many people there on the name of goons, then started a war against Pakistan, then controlled half the Pakistan and the means innocent killed innocent people and then returned the land to Pakistan. Means many of the Pakistani died. Then they established puppet rule over Pakistan means if they won't listen, they will be attacked. Like this means it's a puppet rule only. Like this. Does it happen? No. India tried to compromise. That's why today you don't see the riots continuously. We see riots on religious festivals, but you see daily riots. This used to happen. No, it doesn't happen nowadays. So shouldn't Israel compromise or directly just attack? They did the same with Palestine. they captured the whole Palestine, then killed many of the Muslims and gave them the sorry, wait, let me 64% of the land to them, kept the 46% land, and the little bit of the Muslims or Arabs were alive. Then they were also killed, not by government, by the people.
First of all, you said that the policeman, Israel policeman, will go to the mosque and
Yes,
yeah.
went into the
But
mosque
the
for
further intelligence, they said that in that mosque, some terrorist group are there, and that's the reason they entered the mosque and
that
all
is
this.
that's we are saying terrorist groups were, if terrorist groups were there, then they could have captured them. They didn't have to kill many people, and all of them, most of them were proved to be civilians. How can you define this?
Yeah.
On the name of saying that there are goons, you will kill civilians, and you will define this that if we have the power, if we have everything, we can take is whatever we can. You
Just
said this. You said this before that Palestinian people, Palestinian government should build themselves independent. Then only Israel will let them have what is theirs. You said this already.
Israel don't have doesn't have any issue with Palestinian people. They have the issue with Hamas.
Then why is Israel taking control of territories in West Bank,
If you
which are which are which are considered illegal, unofficial, and many of the countries have said this is happening and this is illegal. If it is not happening, how would not just one, many countries, how would many countries know about this? If this doesn't exist, these events are doesn't exist, you say my knowledge is incomplete. How many countries can be wrong?
I don't say
There are many countries, there are many countries.
First of all, I don't say that your knowledge is incomplete
Yes, you
in
said-
every aspect. I said only the treaty. I said only the treaty. Okay. You taken that wrong point.
and one thing I just want to tell, if you see that the Israel did right with the Alexa means the people. So just compare it to India. That the Indian government just means covered a mosque, killed many people. That's it on the names of them because there were two groups. Just compare it to India. Then you will understand what's wrong with that. When you are talking about Israel Palestine, you don't care about that because it's not happening with you. Means it was happening with civilians. If you were in your house, then a bomb came to your house and destroyed your house. You think it's a small thing. It doesn't matter. 5,000 houses got destroyed. It doesn't matter. 200 hospitals got destroyed. It doesn't matter. In
Would
Palestine,
you say this?
I will not say
just
this.
compare to yourself that you are in the warfare. Then you will understand why you should compromise because you are not in the war. You don't understand the real meaning of the war. No, we understand what is war. Just a game of ammunition. No, not that. You don't even understand the emotions of citizens. All that happens with the
Okay,
citizens
Now
of
let me tell you
Palestine
one
and
thing.
Israel. It doesn't happen in the
Let me
government.
tell you that. Let me tell you that if now whatever happened that happened. Okay. Now what Israel decided, they are going to take that whole Gaza Strip. Okay. And do you think that anything will be left after that? Okay. They got to know that okay there is another one terrorist organization which is left. Do you really think that that is going to happen? No. And if that is not going to happen, then and if they capture this area, then each and everyone will be able to live peacefully.
See, the same happens with India Pakistan. I just said you an example. Just compare it to us.
Israel government, Israel army have always instigated Palestinian people, Palestinian armies
Because
into war.
because
They
they
don't.
had to because they had
They
to.
did not had to. They are instigating
On which side?
them
Palestine side?
intentionally so
On-
that they would get frustrated and they would attack.
Wait now, wait. One
That
thing,
is not
wait.
the reason.
It is
That is not
happening.
the reason. Let me tell you that the people from Palestine, okay, which religion are of them? Muslims.
Yeah, most of
Okay,
them
and the
are.
people from Gaza, they are from which religion?
Almost,
Islam.
almost Islam.
Muslims.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't you think that and the Jerusalem, which is a holy place, don't you think that the people from Gaza Strip will come over there in their Moscow? Will come over there in Moscow? That's why they think that okay, here there is a possibility that here can be terrorist organizations or terrorists can be present in.
Means
See,
on the basis of possibilities, you have the rights to kill civilians.
yeah,
In the
you
mosque
have the
only.
right because it's your country. But when it comes to your reality, you just want that you should compromise. But when you are talking about that, you are not feeling that how the people are facing, what people are facing. So I think that Israel is also doing wrong. The Hamas is also doing wrong. So I would like to conclude this debate because the debate is going to become a war. And instead, as I say, we should not have a treaty, but we should have a compromise. Means a feeling of compromise means compromise that Israel also should compromise and Palestine too should compromise. They have many flaws, they have many mistakes, but we think that both should conclude at a point. These wars are never going to stop. You have heard a thing: the war in Middle East never stops. This happens because of countries like Syria, Jordan. It's not Palestine, it's not Israel's mistakes. If the condition is like that, if Palestine stops war, the people, half of the people stop supporting them, then the government will fall and the terrorist organization will control over that. And especially Syrian and Jordan people, mean not people, terrorists will always try to assassinate the compromiser, means the person who is trying to compromise. This happened with PLO. So I would like to conclude this that it is not a flaw of Palestine or Israel. This is a mistake of both countries and we should consider it. We consider we killed means many of the houses. You should consider you killed the people praying in Alexa Mosque. We consider we uh, we are also means Palestine. Palestine also for a time supported Hamas. You should also compromise that. Sorry, you should also consider that you are also comparing it to the Holocaust. So I would like to end this debate with just saying that please compromise. It doesn't matter. For us, it is not. Means, yeah, that we means not. We should not compromise. Israel and Palestine should compromise. So instead of making it a debate, we should stop this right now because if you are supporting a war, then you are means then you are killing people indirectly. So I would like to end this debate.